Hi, I'm Quin, and this is Gideon. He's my goodest boy, and we went to go see Good Boy together. Okay, actually he went with me and my spouse, and he's a service dog. He's been a service dog for 2 years, so very good boy. Anyway, I've been so excited to see this movie for months. I read up about it, and you might think, well, your dog kind of looks a lot like the dog that's in the movie, and that's because they are the same breed, the Nova Scotia Duck-Tolling Retriever, or Toller for short. And I was just so excited. I didn't know really what it was about. Obviously just a horror movie where the dog is the main character. And I will answer for you that no, the dog does not die. However, this movie is quite sad because somebody does die. I really enjoyed this movie, although it was not what I was expecting at all. Now that I think about it, I'm not really sure what I was expecting. I just kind of wanted to see, like, a dog doing cute things, and I assumed it was going to be lighthearted. I don't know why. Why I thought that. You know, I tried to stay away from the reviews, but occasionally I'd see, like, oh, it was like the most heartbreaking movie, and of course the whole internet is like, does the dog die? He doesn't. He's the hero, and he absolutely is. But I really loved it. It was clearly a huge passion project for the people that were involved. And something that was really cool is at the end of the movie they had some behind the scenes stuff, and the movie was created over the span of 4 years with really just the one dog, the main dog, whose name's Indy. And that's so cool. Like, you never hear, if this was made by some other big deal company, they'd have like 15 dogs or something. So that was really cool. I was the target audience for this movie, and even more so in kind of sad ways, but we'll get to that. Like, some people might find some parts of the movie slow. And if you, like, I don't know, if you don't like dogs, maybe this isn't the movie for you. I'm gonna get into spoiler territory. I have to. I don't know how else to talk about this movie without talking about spoilers. So here we are. Look at some adorable Gideon puppy bits before we get to the spoilers.
Gideon plays in the soft sunlight, the happiest boy to ever delight.
Okay, we ready? We ready for the spoilers? Alright. Okay, so this movie, I was not expecting it to be as bleak as it is. So what the story is an owner who is sick, obviously some type of cancer, and he takes his dog alone into the woods where his grandfather had a cabin, and he had previously died. They kind of imply that a lot of this cancer runs in their family, so a lot of the family members have died on the land. Like, there's a graveyard that's, they're different family members, and the owner is watching a lot of horror movies, and he's watching videos that the grandfather had made, with him and his dog while they were together towards the end of his life. So this man has come here to basically die, and that's very upsetting. So the movie is the dog going through that. He obviously doesn't understand that his owner, his best friend, is dying. But the house is also haunted. The house is haunted from what seems to be the ghost of the grandfather, as well as the ghost of the dog that stayed with his grandfather. And also, the dog is chasing away death that is coming for his best friend. And that is really tragic, and was not what I was expecting at all. know if you're new here, but like the whole looming cancer thing has been an issue in my life with someone that I love very much, my spouse, for the last 6 years. So this was just kind of a harsh dose of reality, and was like, oh my god, I'm so glad we have a dog to help us through this nonsense. So again, this movie was made for me, I think. Yeah, so I think the dog deserves all the awards for being the best boy on camera. Gideon does not want to be on camera anymore. He's over there on the couch like, I don't know about this. It was actually kind of cool because when we saw the movie together, he's been with us to see other movies before, and you know, it was very quiet usually. And I noticed, you know, when we were watching the movie, that he was paying attention to the movie. Like, he was watching when that dog that looks like him was on, you know, seeing what he was seeing. And something else that's kind of cool. I'm sorry, I'm all kind of all over the place. I really enjoyed the movie, and I'm just excited to talk about my dog. So that's where we are. Something that's kind of cool though, that about this movie coming out this particular weekend of October 3rd, is there is a gathering called Toller Mania that is happening in Canada right now with people that have tollers, dogs like Gideon, dogs like Indy from the movie, and they just hang out and have fun and have community. So that's happening right now as I film this, and I had just a fun thought of like all of them going with their dogs to see the movie. Oh goodness. So yes, my little tangent. It was a sad movie. Like I said, the dog does not die. He has to deal, you know, with the ghosts and the trying to chase away death. The end was like really intense. Like, they kind of have like a fight scene. Like, not really a fight, but it, you know, it needs to have some kind of climactic ending, which I thought was kind of cool. Like, it was better than, you know, having him like sitting with his owner literally in bed while he's passing away. Like, it was that, you know, the dog was trying to save his owner, and he didn't want his owner to leave. And it was so sweet, because like, you know, when he's like his, you know, maybe it's the owner's spirit or however you want to interpret it, like, he's like, you're a good dog, and I don't want you to stay here. And I'm gonna get emotional right now just thinking about that part. And because it was obvious that the grandfather, when he passed away, like, his dog didn't leave. His dog just stayed with him and died with him, and because he's the goodest boy and he loves his owner. And so after Indy's owner passes on, his sister, who has been in conversations with him throughout this movie, like, to see if he needs help, if he, you know, wants, you know, company or anything, which of course he doesn't. You finally kind of see her, and she's trying to get Indy to come. She's like, please, you know, like, come on, we have to go. And like, you hear the whistle of the owner, clearly the owner's ghost, and like, Indy kind of looks back and he looks at her, and you hear the whistle again, and he looks back, and you think, oh my gosh, like, is he gonna stay? Is he gonna stay loyal, stay with his, you know, passed on owner? But he doesn't. He chooses life, and he goes with her. And that's really sweet. So, I loved this movie. I thought it was great. I'm very impressed by what they got the dog to do. And, you know, I like how they brought us down with this really heavy movie and then showed us cute behind-the-scenes footage at the end. That was really nice. I hope it does really well. If you get a chance to go see it, if you love dogs, if you want to kind of be sad for a little bit but watch a dog do some cool things, you should definitely go see it, or see it when it's on streaming. But I thought it was a really great movie-going experience. It was a decent audience last night when I saw it, so it was fun. I haven't really been out to the movie theaters much lately. Like, the last thing I saw in a theater was Clown in a Cornfield, and then before that it was like Terrifier 3, so I'm only going out for like special occasions these days, which, you know, that's what happens when you got things looming over that you gotta take care of. So Did anybody else see it? Did you like it? Are you gonna go see it? Let me know what you think in the comments. Give a like, get a thumbs up, whatever. I might try to do more videos. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Alright, take care, guys. Bye.